Be sure to go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. You can do the same at the Grizzly Gentleman for some fantastic beard products that'll make your beard look and smell great. You can also go to TCG Player using the affiliate link below and shop there to help support the show. And last but absolutely not least, go to greyvikinggames.com with the link below to get those sweet arena codes. What is up, Planeswalkers? Justin, aka Six, back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena. Today, we're playing a version of Fire's Bolas given to me by a viewer of the channel, Slick Stamos. His version is very different than mine. You can probably tell that this is a normal sideboard. He's not running a massive amounts acquisition. I think that's totally fair. As I said in mine, it does technically, if you're running an ACK board, it does mean that, technically speaking, your sideboard is going to be a little bit worse. Kind of, sort of. He also goes to having a little bit more in terms of like card fixing, card draw, etc., etc. But everything else seems, roughly normal. We got 4 Bloodchief's Thirst. Always a pretty strong card. I've talked about it 1,000 times. Essentially, it's real flexible. It's nice. Search for Azcanta helps you to maintain your correct draws, making sure you're not drawing, too many Fires of Inventions early in the game, or making sure you hit your land drops. And then late game, once it flips, you can use it really nicely because you'll be casting things with fires, and you'll be getting things with Azcanta. 2 Expressive Iterations, pretty obvious. This card is just generally strong. Allows you to get the thing that you need at the moment. Ingress Rampage. It forces your opponent to sack things. I am probably the lowest on this card in the list. I think everything else kind of seems pretty good. But right now, I don't think that forcing your opponent to sacrifice things is necessarily the best with so many sack decks running around. And with so many decks that just like go wide and don't care running around. So we'll see how it works. 2 Soul Transfer. We don't have the same like artifact count as the other version, but again, we don't technically need to be getting full value out of this. This very well can just be exile an opponent's thing, or if you're playing against a deck that like is not running a bunch of creatures or planeswalkers, then you can just get back a Mirrorshell Crab, right, and cast it again. 3 Prismari Commands is great. It ramps us. It makes it so we can blow something up, deals 2 damage to a thing, or filters us, which is something that can be very required. Twinshot Sniper. Now, this is a card that Slick talked about, and I wasn't sure what exactly he was talking about because I didn't have this card in my mind, right? This card was not exactly in my consciousness, right? This is essentially what he called the Channel Bonecrush Giant. So what's really nice about this is Bonecrush Giant is a fantastic card. Having a Stomp and a 3-mana 4/3 is great. Obviously, this is not a 3-mana 4/3. There's a 4-mana 2/3 with Reach, but it gets its 2 damage regardless, right? So you can just cast this as the creature and you'll get the 2 damage. Or if you're in a situation where you have to, and you have Fires of Invention, for example, you can just channel this to deal 2 damage to a target. Very nice. Another kind of instant speed card that goes that's similar to Mirrorshell Crab. We got Bolas. Not gonna really talk about those. Crux of Fate at this point also kind of just super obvious. We get destroy non-dragons. If we have the destroy dragons, also very fine. We generally don't care. Fires of Invention. It lets us to like play the deck. And Mirrorshell Crab, the best fucking card in this deck now. It counters things, man. This card's so good. We have Fires of Invention now, so our opponent thinks, oh, they can't have anything at instant speed, and then we do, and they're sad. Speaking of instant speed, we got Castle Vantress, Hall of Storm Giants, Hive of the Eye Tyrant, Den of the Bugbear. Yes, as our kind of mana sinks once we have Fires of Invention going. Castle Locthwain. Didn't see you there. So yeah, we got those for when we have the mana. I'm not the biggest fan of having this many potentially tapped lands, but hopefully it won't be too bad. Then we have, of course, each of the legendary lands, the channel lands. All of these, again, are just very helpful at giving us instant speed things to do, essentially, when we have fires out. And the rest of this mana base is just as Slick has given me. The sideboard, pretty normal looking sideboard. This deck doesn't have a ton of blue in the sideboard, but that's fine. 2 Thoughtseize against any deck that we care about getting rid of their stuff. 1 Lantern to Loss, 2 Grafdigger's Cage. Very good cards against graveyard strategies. Grafdigger's Cage also good against hitting the company decks. Thought Distortion against control decks. Chandra Awakened Inferno against control decks. Extinction Event against any deck with creatures that we need to get rid of. Ritual of Soot against any deck with creatures that we need to get rid of. And then Chandra Torch of Defiance mostly against like mid-range slash control lists. It really depends on this one, I assume. Because remember, I did not make this deck. If you dislike this deck, take that up with Slick Samos. Best of 3, historique. My teeth are so goddamn sharp that sometimes just speaking, like if my tongue is a little bit enlarged for whatever reason, you know, shit changes. When I'm speaking, it just scrapes against the edges of my bottom teeth, and all of my teeth are incredibly sharp. I mean, I have fangs. I mean, this thing is kind of fine, because we have Prismari Command to, like, get rid of Ish if we don't want it. Here, I think we just do this tapped. Next turn, we can Den of the Bugbear. So we're going against Control.
Those who cannot perceive beyond the veil of reality are lost. Hone your prowess.
Do I want to shoot it with Twinshot Sniper? They whiffed? Yes. Yeah, the fact that they whiffed with that.
Interesting technique.
2 damage, then draw, or can just make. Yeah, so I think I'm here. It's not an island. Good shot. Yeah, striking myself here is actually kind of fine. And I think I'm just gonna kill this. Nah, I'll do things at instant speed.
I must train harder.
It costs 4. Artifact, creature, enchantment. Or planeswalker. Cool. I could also theoretically activate Den of the Bugbear, but couldn't attack with it unless I sacked this, and I don't want to. So yeah, we're not going to cast this. The unfortunate bit is our opponent very possibly has Memory Deluge. Okay, the fact that they had nothing there is very good, though. It doesn't mean most likely that they're on something annoying. Crack, perhaps. Here. Just gonna pay the life. Good attempt to smork. Cool. I have a very cheap Ingress Rampage. I can play a land next turn for sure. Yeah, I think Slick's deck is a deck that can perform as a normal control deck better than mine can because it doesn't need fires. But I think my fires deck can do more dumb things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like I'm just gonna smork again. Yeah, I have no issue just smorking. Andy smorking. The Wandering Emperor. Interesting.
Run away. You'll be safer.
Yep, just gonna kill my den.
Keep watch for intruders.
Totally fine.
It should be scared.
Narset, sure.
The focused and disciplined encounter thoughtfulness before
Whiff again.
action.
Whiff again. Wait, they whiffed the first time. So it was either all lands or they had a creature. Rude.
Years of training.
Interesting.
For we must protect the people.
Will they counter this? They don't. Interesting. Yikes. Can cast this, but I would lose my Treasure. I want to incentivize them into attacking me with their Hall of the Storm Giant. I could have left one of these back. They do nothing still. Really? Okay. Get Angrass rampaged. I can just double up on Nicol Bolas. I still have an active attacker. Got a Castle Vantress that I can be using. Unfortunately, don't have enough for Storm Giant. That's fine. Actually, what, 2 away? No, 1 away. Yeah, 2, 4, 6, yeah. Opponent does have plenty of lands. Going to Smork first. Okay. I cast Nicol Bolas. Ooh, baby, I love your way. Oh yeah, give me that 2 for 1, baby. Totally fine. This is more like a 3 for 1 because I get the clue as well. Now the question is, do we just cast this? Yes. The answer is yes. Even if they counter it, like, I'm chill. I've reduced their hand to 1. Yeah, that's... Oh, especially since their hand is only at 1 now, this is absolutely fine. And we just end turn. We're absolutely chilling. We have a creature on board. We have a way to just essentially cheat mana. We have ways of, you know, drawing cards, scrying, etc., etc. Now, do I want to use this to draw? I want to scry 2. Drawing is less expensive, so I think I'm gonna... Yeah, I'll scry 2. Don't need that. Oh, baby. Although I probably would end up just putting it in my hand, now that I think about it. Smork first. It's just mine, right? Yeah. Could get Nikki B back. The reason I'm doing this is because if they have another Archmage's Charm, I want them to counter. And not use it to draw cards. Like, the way we win here, essentially, is just by having better card selection than them. Yeah. And for what it's worth, this is the correct way to do that. Oh, they do not want me to have this unless they can get one of their Narc sets. But they've already gone through 2 of their Narc sets. Sure. So they can cast this 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can't cast it at the same time as they cast an Narset, though. They need a land and an Narset. Yeah, there's no way they can cast Memory here. I guess if they commit another fire... I guess if they commit fires, that's fine. Or are they considering the memory? 1, 2... So other than commit, we haven't seen anything that can actually bounce my fires, or get rid of my fires in some way. Huh, I see. You can play Nikki B here. Oh shit, Exile's Graveyards too. Okay. Not entirely sure why they made that decision. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They need something good. That, fun fact, ain't it. Okay. Blue-white control. You bring these in, you bring these in, you definitely bring these in. You take these out. You take a couple of those out. You probably want to bring in a torch. Take Twinshot down. Sure, I'll go with this. Hiking up the crap out of our average mana value. Running low on the juice. Wizards. Hello. Hello? Cannot tell if roping. Disconnected. Or if I'm having internet problems. Nope, my internet's fine. There we go. I still think this is worth keeping, despite the fact that I have to slot these on turn 2 instead of on turn 1. Obviously, I have plenty of untapped black sources that I could draw. Didn't draw them. I think that means I'm actually just going to play this. Yeah, I'm actually just going to play that first. Yeah. If you control 2 or more other lands, it enters tapped. So I would have to play it now if I wanted to not enter tapped. But I might as well, to be honest. I guess I'll Thoughtseize first. No, you fool! They have Drawry Disruption. You saw Drawry Disruption. Why would you ever cast this? I actually want to play Steam Vents because I have Expressive Iteration. That's so stupid. What are you doing? If they're gonna waste counterspells on my like iterations and stuff, that's fine. Not what I wanted to see. Put 1 into my hand. Bolas is going in my hand. It's going back in my library. This is getting yeeted. I'll just play Den of the Bugbear here because it comes in tapped. Assume they're gonna make themselves draw cards. Ah, we get a little shark. So on this turn, I think I just cast Ravager. To bait out a counterspell such that I can hopefully cast and resolve A-Fires of Invention and a Nicol Bolas next turn. Well, they're really thinking about it. Commit? Okay. I would love to see them tap down for Narset. Come on, you coward. Didn't tap down for Narset. Do they have another counterspell? See, that is interesting. I'm gonna get a creature down. Or attempt to, at least. Because I think they have Farewell in their hand. Do they have another Typhoon? Additional cost to cast this, you may exile any number of white cards from your hand. They exiled a Farewell. So I essentially got the value of 2. I take that. Yeah, they 2-for-1 themselves. Actually, like, I also got this card, so they're essentially 3-for-1 themselves. Look at the graveyard. Do they want to cast Memory here? Why are you tapping your mana like that? If you're casting Memory, you could have just cast Memory. I am confused. Because, like, doing that puts them at such risk. Like, even if I don't draw anything great, I still have just Den of the Bugbear plus Twinshot Sniper, which is a reasonable clock. But if I do draw, for example, another Fires of Invention, then they get crit. Okay, they did nothing. Hey, look, it's a Sharon. I think my opponent has given up. Well, but they tapped so specifically. Did they misclick and not mean to exile Farewell? Also, I still haven't... Oh, I have made the skeleton of a deck that I'm going to put Farewell into. Yeah, I have a skeleton of a deck. Damn, yeah, I guess they bounced. Maybe they lagged out. Was that the default? It's a weird default. Huh. Do I still have my emotes? I do! I gotta give him this. I have to. I don't consider that BM. There's legitimate confusion. Now, if I did, like... If I did this... You know, that'd be BM. This BM. This wouldn't be. I don't think. Because it's like... Well, it could be. It could be. Because this could either mean, in this situation, I'm sorry that you, like, got disconnected. Or, it could also mean, wah, Crybaby has chosen to stop playing. This one, I don't think would be BM. This is just showing annoyance. BM, absolute BM. Absolute BM. Excuse me, I was not done. I was not done talking about my emotes and whether or not that would be BM. Excuse me. Thank you. No, it just wouldn't be applicable. Absolutely BM. Not BM, but also not BM. Wait. Not BM, but not un-BM. Not GM, there we go. 28 minutes. Man, look. I got more stuff to do. I'm going to be playing some Nicol Bolas Control on stream today, which is tomorrow for me, but, you know, shut up. So if you are looking for more Bolas, join the stream. It's over on twitch.tv/6streaming. It's literally my good old-fashioned SYX streaming, all one word. And yeah, I'll be playing this. I will probably be playing a little bit of the Have a Nice Death as well. Some part in, like, the third half. The third, I guess. Yeah, the third. Whatever. Yeah, so friggin' head out. Hang out. Head to it. My brain's bad. I need to refill my smart juice. And I'd like to thank my patrons for the continued support. If you'd like to join them supporting the show, you'll find links in the description down below. Do, of course, hope you've enjoyed this video. If you'd like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, I'll be one.